Hi, Scott Orlam is CINEMA-Magazin. There's a new film coming out called Green Book. And we have a very special guest with us because the story is basically about his father. And with us is Nick Vallelonga. So congratulations.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So talk a little bit about, we all think we have interesting aspects of our lives. God, wouldn't this part make a good story? Yours actually did. How did you kind of put that together?
Well, my father was a storyteller, and he had a lot of amazing stories, and there's a lot of things he did in his life. But this particular one, this little slice of life, part of him, just was outstanding and just sort of amazing. This incredible odd couple, this sort of Sopranos meets Driving Miss Daisy type of a story, where my father drove a genius African-American concert pianist through the segregated South in the 60s. And it tells the story of their differences. These two guys are different, and what happened to them when they went down south. And it's just amazing. I thought, wow, I have something here.
What's really interesting is you were actually alive during part of this. What memories do you have, and what keepsakes or memories did your parents have that enabled you to kind of put this film project together?
Well, I was 5, but I do vividly remember because my father was going to be going away, so that whole thing with my mom and my father being gone. But my mother made my father write letters to her. These days everything is an email, but letter writing, because those days too, you probably remember, long distance was expensive. They said, you can't call, so write me letters. So my mother kept all the letters, and the letters documented the trip. It was amazing how these letters showed the journey and the change in my father. So that was a big basis of what I started with. But those letters were like the key to the whole thing.
And obviously Viggo Mortensen is playing your father, inhabited it. Were there moments where you or parts of your family kind of sat down with him and gave him little nuances about what your father was like, or little idiosyncrasies?
Oh, absolutely. Viggo he's such a meticulous actor and chameleon. And he gained 45 pounds for this role. But he hung out with myself. My father's passed away, but I had audio tapes of my father, video of my father. He studied all that. There was film on my father. But he hung with my brothers and my cousins and my uncles. We ate together and broke bread, lots of bread and pasta and a lot of eating. But he wanted to know, the dialect, the Calabrese dialect that they spoke in Italian, as well as the Bronx accent. All of it. My father's mannerisms, the way he smoked a certain way, he hit a cigarette. All of it Viggo got and did. And by the time we shot, he was my father. You want to know my father when he was younger? It's up on that screen.
Just a last quick question for you. In case for you cinephiles out there, if you look at this man and go, he looks a little familiar, you were in the movie The Godfather.
Yes, I don't know if you can recognize me from The Godfather because I was that big, but I was one of the little kids in the wedding scenes of The Godfather. And that's what gave me the bug, really, to act, to be a filmmaker. That was quite a film school that I was at that age. So, yeah.
Well, Nick, thank you not only for sharing the stories, but for this movie. It's absolutely incredible.
Thank you
This is
very
Scott
much.
Orlam. Until next time.